What if I told you that most day traders are making the same three critical mistakes that keep them stuck in an endless cycle of wins and losses? In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that helped me to transform from a struggling beginner to consistently profitable trader. You'll discover the psychology hack that elite traders use to maintain discipline, the precise setup, and you really have to know this, the precise setup I look for before entering any trade, and the risk management system that protects your capital like a fortress. This isn't theory, it's the battle tested blueprint I wish someone had given me when I started. If you have been trading for months with little to show for it, stick around. This could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Yep, you're probably asking yourself how I got here. Well, don't worry, this looks fake, right? Don't worry, I'm going to show you how we got to these numbers in a few seconds. Just give me time, just give me time. All we are going to do, this is GBP JPY, and we are on the daily time frame. And right now, what I want to show you is going to blow your mind off. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove everything, and then we're going to start together on fresh. Let's put this on the daily time frame because I want to show you guys the secrets embedded on the day trading strategy, and it works. I'm telling you, it works pretty much. So this one is for those who want to hold long term and be profitable in the whole process. So let's just get to it. Okay, wait, before we get there, remember our VIP signal group is actually ongoing, and there is a lot that goes on in there. Firstly, I tell you guys what to do, when to buy, when to sell, and everything, and then you just get your amazing profits like that. And all you have to do to enter on our VIP signal group is that you just simply use the referral link on the video description. Once you get to that referral link, open an FBS account, and after that, after you open the FBS account, you are going to just deposit as little as 10 US dollars on it. And after you deposit that 10 US dollars, you are just going to send me a screenshot or proof that you have really put on that 10 US dollars or more. So that is how easy it is to get on that VIP signal group. So now let's get to business. So what I'm going to do right now on the daily time frame is that we are going to go into indicators. So once we go to indicators, I want us to look for fractals. So just type fractals. So I want you to choose the one Williams fractals. So let's choose Williams fractals, and once you just click once, and then you're good to go. And now what you are going to get, or let's just say, if you take a look at this, you're going to see that price has been stuck around this area, right? So if you just take note that for the past weeks it's been stuck around this area. Now take note of that. So let's remove this one again because I want to show you guys. So basically how the fractal works is this: all you have to do is that you just have to look at the last fractal depending on where you are that time. So basically this one is just up here. So if the fractal is up there, it's only telling me that price is going to be bearish for the next days. If the last fractal is at the bottom, it means that price is going to be bullish for the next days. So if the last fractal is down here, I'm definitely going to do what? I'm just definitely going to be buying. So I'm just going to buy there, and if ever a fractal is up there, if this is the last one, then I'm just going to be selling. So basically that's it. So now I'm going to take this whole thing into a smaller time frame. So let's just take this to the smaller time frame. Let's use the hourly time frame. Now if I get to the hourly time frame, I can be able to place trades here based on my last inspection. So the last time on the daily time frame, you remember that the fractal is at the top. So now we can even remove the fractals. So we can remove the fractals now because we don't need them on the lower time frames. So I know that everything I'm going to be doing now is basically to do what? To sell. So all I have to do is that I'm going to be selling. So if ever we are here, I enter one of my sell entries and I come back. Price is coming up again because you can see it looks like we're having an uptrend. I'm going to still sell. So I can place as many as I can sell entries, just keep on putting them, and at the end of the day what I'm going to be having are a lot of sell entries. Now let's say I had 5 sell entries just on one price movement, and this is just GBP JPY. Now, can you imagine how much profits I'm going to have at the end of the day? Because I know on the daily time frame that our price is just going down. As you can remember that on our fractal, we can just put it back. So on our fractal, you will remember that we had the fractal at the top. So that is basically how you do this fractal thing. So the first thing that you do, let me just use USD CHF now. So the first thing that you do is that you take your chart to the daily time frame, and then you look at the last fractal during that time on the daily time frame. Look at the last fractal. For instance, over here, the last fractal is at the bottom. No, it's not this one. It's not this one that is at the top. Now, if I get that it's at the bottom, I am going to be placing buy entries, but I'm going to be placing them on the smaller time frames. You can use the hourly time frame or the 4-hour time frame. Either way, you're just going to be using them. You see, I said we're going to be placing buy entries. Now, on the hourly time frame, you can see that it's already on buy. So I'm going to be placing buy entries. I can make an entry down here. I can make another entry over here. I can make another entry over here. So as long as I know that on the daily time frame price is going to be going up, that's the reason why the fractal was at the bottom. So basically that is how we use this thing. And let me say you want to make sure that you place things well. Let's take it to the 15-minute time frame, and let's remove all these drawings. So now this is the 15-minute time frame. Now, okay, let's go back to the hourly time frame. Now I want you to mark this area. So let's just mark this currently. Let's just mark the whole of this currently. Remember, this is the hourly time frame. So let's just mark it, and then now let's take it to the 15-minute time frame. Now on the 15-minute time frame, I have it all under here around this region, so I can be able to place and make entries as long as they are going to be inside my 1 hour time frame currently, which is this one. So everything I'm going to be doing in here, it's safe. So if I decide to place a buy entry anywhere around here, I don't have to come out of this area because that is my working area. Now I can decide to place this one over here, you see, and make sure that I'm going to place a tight stop loss. I don't want to lose much. If ever anything happens, this is forex, so whatever happens, I'm just going to make sure that I am on the safer side. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that my risk to reward ratio is at least 2. So I use 2 as my minimum most of the time, or just use, you can use 3 if you feel like that's okay. So let's just leave it on 2.20. So now I've got my setup over here, and as it continues, I can decide to place another one. So as long as it's inside my working area, which is the hourly time frame, even if you can just choose on the daily time frame and say, now I'm going to choose the daily time frame. So let's say this is the daily time frame, and this is the candle for the daily time frame, and now I can be able to place buy entries inside the daily time frame, which is the bigger picture over here. So if we take it back to the 15-minute time frame, you can see that our work zone, I know that some of you were like, no, well, but this one is now outside. It's not outside because that was the hourly time frame. It was not the daily time frame. So the bigger rectangle or the bigger work area, it's the daily time frame. So I can do anything so long as it's inside here. I think now you get the picture of why I could just place my entry over there like that. So the bigger picture is on the daily time frame, and the hourly time frame is just like, it's almost like it's just a sub contract or a sub area inside the bigger picture. So think of this as the country and think of this as a town. So I can be placing trades as long as I'm inside the town, and you can see my fractal is at the bottom, meaning price will be bullish. That is basically how we do this thing. So this is one of the easiest ways, easiest strategies. Feel free to subscribe to our channel to get more insights on such amazing strategies. I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. You take care. Goodbye now.